Hey everyone, welcome to PopXP. And before the show starts, make sure to click that subscribe button and click the bell to get notifications when we go live and we upload awesome new content. And don't forget, if you can, make sure to share our stream on all your social media outlets. We appreciate it, and thanks for helping us grow the PopXP channel. Yo, bro! What up, man?
What's up, bro? I'm actually calling Debbie that we gotta go live.
Well, we are live, and we are here with everyone. Live on YouTube for the Kickstarter launch of She Omnibus Volume 1.
I know I'm nervous.
Are you nervous?
I'll come up in a bit. Should I make Kickstarter live? Yes.
Yes. And bring sandwiches.
Yes.
I want a juicy sandwich.
And bring sandwiches.
Bring the sandwiches.
She's gonna be like, what?
Like, I don't want to make sandwiches.
Let it go live. What's up, everybody? How we doing today?
Oh, shit.
So we did something crazy, Scala, because normally we like to separate our campaigns a little bit, the Indiegogo.
Yeah.
And our Indiegogo went live last night. Very exciting, Scala. Very
exciting.
And I don't know if you want to share the Indiegogo, and then I'll share the Kickstarter.
Ooh, should we do that?
Yeah, because we can see Indiegogo is doing really well. And but we want this campaign to be short since this book is done. So this book's going to the press either the end of next week or the week after that. Because we have Terrificon next week in San Diego this week starting tomorrow. So I don't know.
You know you're in popular projects on Indiegogo, by the way? Totally just
Price, my bro, Christos Price. What's up, Christos?
What's up, Billy?
What'd you say, buddy?
You're there. You're one of the hot tickets on Indiegogo. I'm not logged in. Right?
A hot
and ticket? It's right. Yeah, let's just bring this up on the screen.
Like a hot tickety dog? Yeah, there's Nicholas Gear.
Let's bring this up on the
next week, buddy, okay?
Next week, Nicholas Gear on the show. Finished. Boom. All right, look at this. This is just the homepage. See this? I'm not logged in. Boom. Popular mother effing projects.
Yeah.
Dude, you are what, $86 away?
I don't know what's the number. I can't see
from 70K.
How big is it? How much is it? What are we at? What is that?
That's $69,914. 631 backers on Indiegogo.
Wow.
What?
Thank you guys. Wow. So we're almost at 70 grand.
You're gonna hit 70 grand. You'll probably hit that tonight on Indiegogo. I want a salami sandwich. Tell her I want salami.
Yep.
A big hot salami. Whack it around.
She's launching it now. She's going to come up. It's been crazy today. Crazy day, Scott.
Crazy. Absolutely intense.
It's live. Awesome. Thank you, honey.
Live.
All right. So all you guys who are Kickstarter backers, what we've learned that there is a percentage of people that love Kickstarter. There's a percentage of people that love Indiegogo.
So share the wealth.
Share the wealth, Scala, because I got to tell you, I'm going to sell. What you would call it? I'm going to sell to Target, to Walmart, to Kmart, to the little mom and pop bookstores,
in the dirty alleys.
Well, dirty alleys. We're going to look into Zoop for the Zoopers out there.
The Zoopers.
And why not? This is the capitalist tool. Is this crowdfunding? Sell directly to the fans. And it's all exciting. So
we're gonna do a Zoop scoop, bro. What's the scoop on Zoop?
What's this? We got to do a show on it.
I'm in contact with them. I am in contact to figure out what the heck this platform is all about.
Thank you too much. So the thing is why we condense these campaigns. I mean, last time when we did the Indiegogo and the Kickstarter for the Haikyo book, we did 2 exclusive editions, but we separated by 6 weeks. And the reason, thank you, God bless Texas. And but this book we condensed it to just a day because, as I said. This comic's going to the printer by in the next 2 weeks. So this book will be at the printer before the campaign even ends. So we can do the month-long, all the proofing, scheduling, get the book scheduled because I want to start fulfilling this comic, even though we have it scheduled to be delivered in November. I want to start delivering this comic in September.
Yes,
these books, they're not comics; they're giant books. So
they're meant for the halls of your library.
Let me share my screen.
Oh, Andrew J. just backed Billy on Kickstarter.
You might be our first backer, Andrew. So all right, let me share my screen. Scala. Do you want to share it?
She is so hot.
I can scale.
So freaking hot, Bailey.
There it is. All right, so now I guess I refresh it, right?
Yeah, refresh it. Where are we at?
All right, so let's see if this works.
Refresh. Well, you're 7 backers already.
Oh,
8 backers already.
$1,854. Thank you guys. Whoa. Oh.
What?
So we're 20% of our $10,000 goal. Thank you guys.
Nice.
Thank you. Yeah, Kickstarter is really a great Kickstarter is a great platform. I think Indiegogo's bigger than it. But the thing with Kickstarter is that Indiegogo's older than it, but I think Kickstarter's got a broader reach, correct?
Yes, yeah. Kickstarter had some kick-ass campaigns in the past.
Yeah.
And not just like comic book stuff. Like we're talking in all aspects of the market, and they just had more notoriety. But Indiegogo, for those that don't know, has actually been around longer. I think it came out 2 years prior to Kickstarter coming out. And of course, there's a few others that just didn't survive when this niche came up. But now we have that new contender, Zoop, which is a different style platform. So I don't know if Zoop's has enough scoop to get out of the hole, but we'll see what happens with that.
Can we get the Zoop?
Yeah, I'm working on getting the Zoop guys on.
All right. Well, here's something interesting, Scala. This is the graphic that you made. Thank you very much. And Wes Hartman just sent me the updated final cover image because what I didn't realize, Anna's choker is black, and here it's like a gray.
Yeah, it's like a charcoal.
It's like a charcoal, so it's got to be black.
Like a charcoal with some highlights.
Black like her hair, and there's something smoking hot about a black choker.
Yes, they're like a chain.
Yes, she is so hot. Yes, thanks, my friend.
What?
This picture is so interesting because this is Debbie posing for me probably like 12 o'clock at night. I'm like, honey, I need you to pose for me.
We have that image, don't we?
Do you have it?
I think I do. Let me see if I can dig it up. Let me see if I can dig it up. I might actually have that image, Billy.
So here's our campaign. So this is a double page spread from She-Way the Warrior #5. This is back in the day, and we had Fragaboom on, and we used to do our like centerfold, our double page spreads. We'd open them like that, and it just so much bigger. And
no one does that anymore.
No one does it anymore.
I shouldn't say no one does it, but I haven't seen it in an extremely long time.
I haven't seen it either. But you know. That's that. Smart art. My our Texas friend right here said it takes more money from the creators. It absolutely does. They have a higher percentage, not much, but a higher percentage. But they're still fantastic. But they have a history of being woke and gatekeeping, and those people are gone from my knowledge. There was a gatekeeping on creators for unsubstantiated claims and all. And
I don't think people realize that that Kickstarter did clean shop.
Yeah, they did.
There's different people running it now. So, I mean, are they gatekeeping? It hasn't come out yet. If they are, but the ones that the convicted have been removed. So
yeah, which is nice. Which is kismet. You know what I mean? That they would try to stop these creators and from putting out their content because of whatever type of political aspects or something like that.
What is that? You broke 70K on Indiegogo, bro.
70 grand? Jeez.
Now, where are you on Kickstarter? Scroll up.
Oh, let's see Kickstarter. Sorry. Debbie's the numbers person.
It's just a ticker now, bro.
It's just a ticker.
That's the ticker.
Oh, that's right. Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
Almost halfway there. Holy cow. Whoa.
That's craziness.
Oh, God love you guys. Thank you.
I love these books coming back, man. I've always I mean, if you watch the video, you'll see a spread of she books, right? Those are actually my she books I laid out on the floor.
Are they really?
Yeah, those are my she books. They're right over there. I was actually gonna grab them, so when we came up live, I was holding all my she books. But I always wanted an omnibus.
Hi, I'm Nile Scala.
Yeah. Hey, look at all my she books. Welcome to the PopXP.
Well, we got some really
some super chats in here. Let's see. We got Sequential Art Chick. Any chance of a she board game? They seem to be a popular trend now. I saw a board game based on comic games on Kickstarter. If Billy wants to do that, we have a perfect member in the PopXP family who can make this happen.
Is that true?
Oh, that's very true. Because he creates games.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Because I'm friends with John Nee, who is the head of Cryptozoic, and they do a lot of board games. And I was talking to Jimmy, and Jimmy's like, call John Nee up about it. So I think I'm going to give John a call. But I'm like, we already got someone who could design games. Who's the game designer?
For Mr. Lawson, Adam.
Adam designs
He's had games on Kickstarter. He has
What
games.
doesn't Adam do? What doesn't he do?
That's why he's the Swiss Army knife of creators, and that's how I promote him. Oh, we got another super chat here from 3 Havoc. Refuse to use Kickstarter. Yeah, refuse to use Kickstarter till they apologize to your boy Zach. It ain't happening. So
it's not happening.
You can stay away from Kickstarter forever.
That's what's so great about it, is because you can vote with your.
Thank you for the super chat too.
With your with your dollars. That's how you show your. That's like I said. That's what's so great about capitalism and a free society, is that you can do that sort of thing. This was funny. Dr. Blevins, talking to him yesterday, he says, where's the milk chocolate book tier? I want the nom nom the bus.
nom nom the bus.
That would be kind of funny if we do a milk chocolate bar with a wrapper. Do you think
that looks like the book?
But
and then inside the chocolate is a little she figure.
Well, no. Just get a square chocolate, like a Hershey bar, but the wrapper is a nom nom the bus.
Nom nom the bus.
By George, you've done it again.
Brilliant.
Deborah, are you watching? If Deborah, you are watching, what sucks is that we can't see the kicks because I'm not attached to the my page is not attached to the StreamYard. I can't see the people's comments on Kickstarter. Can we fix that somehow? If you give me your code.
Where is she there? Who are you talking to? Is she on the phone?
I don't know what she is. Let's call her. Hang on. Call Deborah Tucci. Really now? She says.
Who has the code? Who has the code?
You have the code. Like this is your show, bro.
No, you have the code.
I don't have. You said you have to give me the code so I can do that.
What do you want to do?
Hey, honey. So can you do me a favor? I wasn't
paying attention at all.
We're already over halfway there in 10 minutes.
I know.
Oh, you do? Oh, you know everything. That's true. Why don't you look? If you saw Dr. Blevins has made a suggestion, and
I did not see that.
Okay, so listen to this. You know that big giant chocolate bar, Hershey bar that we have in the kitchen? I mean, in the refrigerator that we got in Pennsylvania?
Yes.
What if we do, you have the She Omnibus, right? But instead of the She Omnibus, we get a replica. We find chocolate that we can make a custom chocolate bar wrapper, right? And we call it the Nom Nomnibus. Isn't that great? And we sell the chocolate bar. Nom Nomnibus. Nom 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 Nomnibus. She's coughing now. She's having a fit.
You made her choke.
I made her choke.
That is clever.
Isn't that great? So can you look into that? Or, I'll look into it tonight. You leave the creative stuff to me. I'll take care of it.
I have no internet.
You have no internet? Well, I do. I'm coming through okay, right, everybody?
I'm back on yet.
Well, when I came up here, the box.
I'm back on.
Okay. Nom 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 the bus.
Okay.
Candace says, "Come on, Deb, say yes, please."
Hershey bar wrappers.
Candace wants you to say yes, please.
Levin says, "Oh my God, I killed Deb."
You killed Deb. God love Blake.
You got a so we had a comment here, Billy. I'm gonna come back up here. It says from William Sleeper. Thanks for the comment, William. Can we make a small request? If we did the tier with an interior sketch, I love Anna, but Tomo is my girl. I'd really like a Tomo sketch versus an Anna.
Okay, for interior sketch. Well, you know what? If you get that sketch edition and there's only 25 of them, I think, or 50, request you want Tomo. Now,
right now.
There's 25. Okay. Yeah, because we did 50 of them. They all sold out on Indiegogo last night. So if you could do a
Am I adding 25?
Why not? We'll do 50. I can do 50. I can do 100 sketches.
How many do we have so far?
Oh, I don't know. Let me check. Let me go through it. Let me check. All right. So, which kind of stinks. The one thing that I prefer about Indiegogo, the platform here, is that you can't see the images here.
Yeah, I hate that.
And that's like, oh, that sucks.
I know, it's very annoying.
Yep. So if we go to the...
It's not the only reason why I prefer Indiegogo either.
Yeah. Okay. So the Kickstarter exclusive gold foil print, the Deathwalk Remark print, the She Omnibus Volume 1, the Omnibus She...
500 sketches for Billy.
Nobody bought an omnibus yet? An omnibus book? How can that be? If we had over $5,000 in orders.
You sold 1, 2,
Okay. Well, this says limited to 20.
Boom.
Yeah, Oh, boom, TJ, we're up there. Wow, we're over $6,000. We there's 2 of them sold, so we have 23 left of that Omnibus Sketch Edition, dear.
Oh, all right. I was like, wait a minute. What do you mean you haven't sold Omnibus?
Of the Sketch Edition, but we've only been live for less than 15 minutes.
Okay, so let's see if I don't want to add to your duties unless we know.
Okay.
She said duty.
Dude, she said duties.
So make sure we're 25 first.
All right. Okay, perfect. All right, honey. I'll talk to you in a bit. Come up here when you can to say hi. We're only going to stay on for another half hour because then we have a show tonight on the PopXP. Do we not, Nile Scala?
Whoa, we do have a show tonight. We're hanging out with a good friend of ours. I'm pretty excited. And for the first time. So we got Chuck Dixon on tonight at 9 along with Frank Fosco. And if you're not familiar with Frank is well known for his Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle work.
Breaking up. Who do we have tonight?
Chuck Dixon and Frank Fosco tonight on the PopXP at 9.
Chuck Dixon.
You know Chuck. Yes, you know Chuck.
Dixon.
All right. Okay. Well, let me go because we're live.
All right.
We're live.
Chocolate bars.
Wrappers.
Okay, great. Excellent. Outstanding.
All right. Oh,
right.
Miss
So-
McGee's in the house.
Hey, what's up?
How are you doing?
We have to have her back on the show.
Yes, we do. It's been a long time since she
I
had her
know.
on.
You know what? She'd be a great guest host. Bring her on to pal around with us. And she's so bubbly and full of life and everything.
I know, right?
So anyway, so what I loved about this book is it's like a journey of mine, like a creative journey. Because you see, like this particular image is from issue number 2, colored by the great Barry Orkin and inked by the amazing Michael Baer. When I met Michael Baer, who came on with issue number 2. And it shows Anne and all, but you see the progression of my art and also the production values, because we went from this where I was cutting and pasting these letters in, and acetate and stuff like that, to this might have actually been on the art, this stuff. And I was printing them out on my friend's Apple II computer because he had whiz-bang font. And I would use circle templates and elliptical templates and doing, an oval template. Using ovals and then using, to cut out that little worm eating paper effect. I was sitting there with an X-Acto knife, chopping them all up.
Nice.
What's up, Robert? Good to see you, buddy.
Frag. I remember when all these books came out.
Yeah,
Big fan.
Yeah, bro. So this is from issue number 2, this image right here. And again, beautiful color by Barry Orkin. The thing was that Barry's a very busy man, and it was just impossible for him really to color these comics. So we switched to the computer coloring. This is issue number 4, which is a computer coloring. I forget who colored this book. I'm trying to remember. I just don't. I'm not sure.
So but Barry was coloring by hand?
No. This is digital coloring. This is digital coloring.
No, but Barry was doing digital.
No, Barry was coloring by hand.
Yeah, for issue 2, right?
And we have a guest here who was there from the very beginning. Can we bring him in, ladies and gentlemen? The creator of Amethyst, co-creator of Amethyst and Blue Devil, and the man that came in and saved Crusade Comics because I gave him a copy of She-Way the Warrior #1 when I met him at a comic book shop. The next day he called me, came over, we had lunch, and the whole entire book was red penned. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Gary Red Pen Cohn.
Hiya.
Hey, Gary, how we doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good, buddy. How are you?
I'm well. I'm back from a yoga class.
Look at you.
Nice.
Look at that. Yeah. Wow. You're looking good for a 45-year-old man. I'll tell you that.
Right.
So here's the story. Here's a funny story is that I am over 10 years older than Gary was when we first met.
Yeah. How old are you now, Billy?
54.
I was 44.
Yeah. Okay. So, I'll be 55.
Maybe
well, you would have been 45 then, because you're December, right?
I was 43.
Oh, you're 43. Okay.
So, yep.
I am 9 years older than Gary was when we met.
Yep.
So Gary, I was telling the story that when I first met you at the Comic Den in 7,000. Thank you guys.
Wow.
I guess I should scroll up. You could share it.
You were talking, so I just flipped it.
Thank you. Oh, that's amazing. So Gary, I was telling the story that you and I met at Louis Comics Den in is that Kew Gardens, Queens? It was, right?
It was Kew Gardens on Lefferts Boulevard.
Yep, one of my very first comic book signings. Probably like my second comic book signing because my first was up in Astoria, Queens.
Yeah, his store was right across from my apartment.
Yes.
And so I used to go in and talk to him. I said, "You should come in. These guys are great." And really, and he said, "Yeah, come on in." So I did.
Oh, so what? You like really? Who these? Just some amateurs coming in? So we met Gary, and we hemmed and hawed all over him, Peter Gutierrez and I, because everyone loves Blue Devil. I never read Amethyst, but both Peter and I love Blue Devil. Thank you. And we're like, holy shit, you're Gary Cohn. So I gave him a copy of the comic, She-Way the Warrior #1, that I think I worked like $50 today. And then Gary gave it back to me, and it looked like someone cut themselves and bled all over it.
It was really good.
Yeah.
But I had a lot to say about it. Yes.
The red Sharpie or whatever, like fix this, crossing things out. You don't need that. I remember one of the panels where Arashi pulls up an accord and you said accord with an exclamation point. So you like that, I guess.
Oh, I liked it a lot.
But then you said, I think you said that you're like, I really like, despite what I'm showing here, this is really good. You really have something here.
Yeah.
And then that thus started a friendship that has lasted 27 years, my friend.
May it go 27 more.
Indeed. So, and then Gary agreed to come on as our editor because we had no idea what we were doing. And your first book that you came on as editor was She-Way the Warrior #2, which was this one, with the dream sequence with the samurai and all. And yep. And then I was then explaining to the people out there the progression that we did with the book, of how it progressed, its art style and the coloring and the production values. And we went from here, I was laying on the floor of my apartment in Queens that I was 6 months behind in the rent, gluing, pasting these down, lettering, to then we went to computer for this issue. This was issue 4. We went to computer lettering, and I didn't like it. And then issue #5, Gary, we went back to the hand lettering on acetate, the old-fashioned way. And I have those pages. I got a page right here. J.C. Vaughn.
J.C. Vaughn's in the house.
J.C. Tex Vaughn.
Tex.
That's new.
Hello, Old Bean.
Hello, Old Beans.
Thanks. So here's a page from. This is the first time Anna wears the she costume. So this is from. Do you remember this page, Gary?
I do.
This is and that's Michael Baer's incredible inks. We went to the computer generated lettering, and I was not. Am I using Jimmy Palmiotti gave me a whole bunch of Marvel paper because I was cutting, pasting. I was cutting out giant pieces of Bristol board. Jimmy's like, I got some paper for you. So Jimmy gave me all this paper, and we were still doing the little telltale, I hate doing this. The border connectors.
Yeah.
Between panels, which we still do today, which carries over. So, but then we went back to the I don't know how old fashioned way, but this, and then we were still cutting this out I had Nelson Asensio, who was like my assistant, I guess, but he was far more than that. And I was still printing them out. Then by this time I don't even think I had a computer yet. I'm not sure if I did, or I was still using my friend's Apple II and printing them out in the whiz-bang font. But then we did this. So then this page has the acetate. See, the word balloons are over it. And there's this is when she fights the demon samurai in issue #5. So we went, we go back to the page. And then so the coloring was done. I forget who did the coloring on this book.
It wasn't me, was it?
It was not you, Old Bean. But then we went, and then I became friends. Then I met Keith Boski, who was one of my best friends, who passed away a few years ago from cancer, unfortunately. He became my first attorney. And then he hooked me up with Mark Silvestri and introduced me to Mark Silvestri and Brad Foxhoven over at Top Cow. And then I met Brian Haberlin, and I said, could you color this? And he's like, yeah, sure. And then we went to that. And that's that issue 5, Gary. I don't know if you remember. Jeff, we weren't really close friends by then. But
we have an additional connection through that period. you remember literally the first cover I ever commissioned was your variant for Overstreet's Fan number 3.
Yes.
Which we got Brian to color.
Yes, and did that debut at the San Diego Comic-Con in 95?
That came out at San Diego, and as we were opening the box, the thing was selling for $15.
Oh my gosh,
Oh, wow.
Gary!
I think it was like a 1 in 5 or 1 in 4 kind of variant, and people were going around breaking open boxes, buying boxes to get however many variants were in a box. It was something else, man. And it's not like the other cover was bad. It's just
it was. Do you have that art?
It was G by Billy Tucci.
Yeah. Do you have that art?
No. I believe that was purloined. I've always believed that. We had this discussion many times over.
I know who has it. I have the.
He took it. I have the Overstreet's Fan number 20 art that was Daredevil She.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
You gave me that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gary,
you got a $5 super chat here. I want to get to it before it clears out. From Sequential Art Chick, thanks for the $5 super chat. Also, you ever thought about opening an Etsy store? More and more comic creators are using it to sell without the big two.
I have heard of Etsy. I will talk to Debbie because I don't let Debbie do it because I'll just screw that up. But I will definitely bring that up to Deborah.
That's a great question. I also like one of TJ's questions, or it's more an observation. No, before that.
TJ James.
There you go.
Oh no, JC is on. That means Billy will be going on a walkabout. So yes, I can. I will, of course. TJ James also said something about Blue Devil, Gary.
Did he? Okay.
Yeah, let's find that.
Thank you, TJ. I'm anticipating that was something good.
Real friend, Robert Fraga, whatever you want. Indiegogo or Kickstarter, they're both live right now. They're both exclusive to each other, the campaigns. And what makes them different is that there is an exclusive 11x17 gold foiled, signed and numbered print that goes with each campaign. And that's what separates the two campaigns because you want them to be different. But that's a personal choice. I pledge on Kickstarter and Indiegogo, just like I shop at Walmart and Kmart, which I really don't go to Kmart.
Yes, TJ, they did. And it was really dumb that they did that.
Why would they do? Well, yeah. Why would they do anything?
Well, they've made a series of really brilliant decisions.
Yeah,
they're kind of on a streak.
All right, Jeff. Hopefully, Debbie is watching and she will answer in the or she'll come up here. Let's get her come up in.
I think that's a good idea. While we do, Billy, I don't know how to say Jeff's last name.
Vaitea.
Vaitea?
Yep.
No, he's a character in this book.
Is he?
He is.
Oh, all right.
He's a comic book retailer in Texas.
Yeah, Jeff, you told me it was Vaitea. I don't know if it's Vatia, but Jeff's a Marine Corps veteran. So Semper Fi Marine. But speaking of the 1995 San Diego Comic-Con, Gary, do you remember how crazy that was?
I do.
Holy crap. That's when we were so – my mother was there yelling at me.
That's so different than the other times.
I know. I have video, Gary, the 1996 San Diego Comic-Con of all of us. And I'm going to try to load that up tomorrow. And it's me and Jimmy Palmiotti at the end of preview night. And then I also have remember that television show, Gary, they used to come and interview us, the Sci-Fi Channel show, the Sci-Fi Network.
What was that called?
Oh,
Anti-Gravity Room.
Anti-Gravity Room, yes. Vaitea. Yeah, there you go. Vaitea. So, nice Irish boy. Anyway, so what the hell was I just saying? Oh, so the videos, I have Anti-Gravity Room. He gave me the original tapes of that as well. And just what a time it was. You see us setting up, Gary, the booth, and they were fun times. They were fun times.
What I liked in those days was that it seemed like anything was possible. And I sort of think that we're there again. in a different way. It's not that we're selling these gazillions of copies. It's that you have found a way to reach this incredibly great core audience that knows a good product when they see it, and are willing to support it.
Yep.
And I think that's the most exciting thing about crowdfunding.
Yeah. It really is. And
we're taking out some of the gatekeepers, as it were.
Yeah, we're removing the gatekeepers. And the fun thing is that we're dealing directly with the customers themselves. There is and ultimately they're the ones who have the final say whether that you're doing a good job or not.
Yes.
And they really hold you accountable. You've got to get those books out. You've got to get them done. You've got to get them to a quality and a standard that these people's money is worth, because they pay a lot of money.
I think it's true. And I think that, there's the great feeling when you get a box, and, we're starting to see some customization on the boxes now. Allegiance Arts has a really great box. I don't think anybody's going to beat Ethan for a while. Did you see his box for Cyberfrog Warts and all?
Oh yeah, I got it.
Isn't that amazing?
Holy crow, is that amazing?
Crazy.
And
I mean, the amount of money.
And so there's all these things, but I think people, if you tell them that something is going to take a certain amount of time, I think they're forgiving as long as you communicate with them. Mm-hmm. Tim Truman has taken forever on Scout, but he keeps posting pages and they keep looking great. But there's nothing quite like you do a Kickstarter or Indiegogo, and then all of a sudden, just a couple months later, you get this glorious book. And so I think that's where we're headed on this one.
Well, think of the experience now, JC. It's so personal. Like you're part of the process, right? So not only are you, able to talk to the creators live like this, right? We do these streams where they can interact live and have that con experience really whenever they want, because it's more frequent. But they're here now supporting a campaign. They're like part of the journey, helping reach stretch goals and do this. So, like you said, it's like it's a revitalization of that kind of like, it's, we're outlaws again, and the West is just opened back up.
There's a thing that Steve Jeppe calls the clubhouse feeling.
Yeah.
And the internet at first sort of destroyed that, because, comic shops were the center of news about comics for many of us growing up. When we first discovered our first comic shops, the manager or owner there might know a lot more than we know and would tell us something that was coming up. And that was really cool. Well, we all started getting that on their own. There was, Wizard, there was Overstreet magazines, there was Comics Buyer's Guide, all these different sources. And then there's the internet. Well, the funny thing is that now internet is restoring the commonality of experience. We can get a group of us together that likes something like She, and it can turn into a pretty big group. And yet it's not so big that we all can't interact.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's just like what you were saying.
And the cool thing is with this amazing sense of technology, of which Gary is a pro at, and on the cutting edge of technology and streaming and all.
The 20th century man desperately trying to keep up.
Yeah. But I love that, that we can interact with people right here. We got Nicholas Gear. We got, TJ James, Sanchez, Rogue Osagi. I've never read She before. Oh, thank you. I promise I will not let you down.
Well, let me say for Rogue Usagi, I so envy that of getting to read this for the first time.
No.
This is where I want to be. That's where I want to be.
I mean, it in its own cryptic, bizarre sort of way changed my life.
Yeah. And mine too, my friend. And that we become.
I don't think that's cryptic.
No, it's true. It's literal. She literally changed my life.
Yeah.
So, but what we have here is, again, going over the progress of the colors. And I think when I met Brian Haberlin at Top Cow Productions, that's what really helped us turn that corner. And the She Way the Warrior #5 came out in April of '95.
Was that the Silvestri cover?
With the Silvestri variant cover, which will be a part of it. We got a lot. Yeah.
And that issue, the colors, everything else on that, it was like you had been you had been sprinting and all of a sudden you shifted gears and you just took off.
Yeah.
Still looks great.
Yeah, doesn't it, Gary? I mean, Gary, do you remember us getting those pages?
Yep.
And then looking at it, you know what I mean? And you're like, oh my God, because they would come in as files, digital files, like emails, low-res emails. And we're like, oh my God. It was crazy. It was such an exciting time because we were all coming together to form this fellowship of just a few chaps, if you will. And Gary, remember, we had this dream that we could do whatever we want.
Yep.
Remember that? Like we said, we want to do the San Diego, the Sanriaku comic.
Yeah.
Well, who should we get? And Gary, remember we were throwing names out. We had Paris Cullins and we had Jim Lee and so many people.
Do you remember courting Dave Sim? Not Dave Sim. The Rocketeer guy.
Dave Stevens, yes.
Dave Stevens. Do you remember the story with him?
I remember that he just said he would never be able to do it on time. Or
I was with Paula. Paula died. Paula's stepfather died. Going through his stuff, we found an envelope of photographs, black and white photographs he had taken of Betty Page because she used to do posing for these photography clubs. And we had original photographs of Betty Page. So I said, this is how we'll get Dave Stevens. We'll send him a bunch of these.
Okay.
And we sent him them. And that was the bait. But he didn't bite. He said, these are great. Thank you so much. Never sent it back.
That's why because he just said, and he's like, Billy, I just can't do it. And I said, I'll pay you for a commission. I think he's like, because I think it's San Diego 95. I went to him like, can I get one of your commissions? He's like, no, you're going to use this for a piece of art. Billy, I don't want to just give you a commission piece of art. I'm like, Dave, you could scribble on this napkin right now and I'll make that a piece of art in the book. He was such a perfectionist.
Yeah.
Imagine
what he would have done with she.
Oh, jeez. And wow, this is a great day. I have to interrupt a little bit here that in the NHL draft, if anyone's a hockey fan, not too many, the New York Islanders put up a bunch of players to be unprotected. And the two people that were going to be chosen, they thought one was Josh Bailey, who's a fan favorite, and the other is Jordan Eberle, who's a great scorer. But nobody wanted to lose Josh Bailey, and we all thought that we were going to lose Josh Bailey, but apparently not. We lost Jordan Eberle, so we got Josh Bailey, so we could sing the "Hey,
also got George Bailey."
Sorry, nobody cares, but I'm happy. Just from that, let's see how the campaign's doing. Yeah. Hey, Renee, how are you, brother? Still waiting on those Tucci Trooper jerseys. We are going to put those things together, brother. All right, we're going to put them together. It's just been a crazy day. We did a bunch of other last-minute things for this campaign, and then also working the Indiegogo because the Indiegogo was doing so well. Just blew us out of the water with that. And Debbie's been answering people's emails, trying to work out shipping, trying to lower shipping costs to Canada, things like that, because it's so expensive. And we are charging for shipping. Say if you live in the greater United States, in the bottom 48, your shipping is $16 per book. But all these books are being shipped United States Postal Service priority mail in the medium box, and that's how much it costs to ship it. So we're not making any money off of shipping. We're still gonna buy the wrapping. We're gonna buy another box to put the book in, and we're gonna put in a bubble wrap package and all. But Debbie and I were actually playing around. She was looking into the idea of a what are those things called, Nile? The books go in it.
The slips.
A slip case.
Slipcase, yeah.
And a slipcase, and we could put it in a slipcase, and then we would.
Just look at the comic folios too. That where you can open them up.
Folios are going to be part of the next. The store folio is going to be part of the next campaign.
There was a great request in one of the messages from the chat about doing a binder for the She trading cards, and I think as you continue to offer them, that's a phenomenal idea.
Yeah, Drew G said, Bill, I just came into an unopened box of She trading cards, and I have the 9 cards from Hikyo. I'm hoping for more cards this round, but what about a She trading card binder tier?
We had been talking about that to do that for the next campaign for She Sakura, which launches in October after this book is shipped out. Oh, we're almost 10 grand. Let me see. Oh, 279. Thank you all for helping us to achieve this base goal and be funded from Kickstarter, because with Kickstarter, it's all or nothing.
Yeah.
And we've got lots of fun things. Let me see what Debbie is so she could come up and say hello before we leave. But anyway, so we have a lot of fun. So let me call her. Call Deborah. I think Candace has Debbie's phone number. What's this?
Candace wants to know if you have the She Wolverine art.
Would you like to call?
My beautiful wife.
I don't see a wife in your contacts.
Oh, wait, that's not true. Hang on. Call my beautiful wife.
Crickets.
Did you mean Deborah Tucci?
Yes. Yes.
Calling now.
I'll see if she comes up. She's so tired. She's got a migraine because of this storm. Scala, did you get much of this? Honey,
No.
Can you come up here? We're going to be closing out in 10 minutes.
The stream.
We're going to shut down in 10 minutes. Can you come up here and say hello? Some people have some questions to ask.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you. Bye. Where's the Buy Deb a Drink link? New York Goddess VA. I wanted to put this up because Deb deserves a drink because she works 12 hours a day the whole time. Deborah only wants it during when she's fulfilling, and she's halfway done fulfilling. That's when she wants to put up the Buy a Deb drink. I'm like, honey, a whole bunch more people buy you a drink. And she's like, how much do you think I can drink? She's not like,
That's
oh,
a
big,
leading
Jeff,
question.
big drinker. Big drinker, Jeff on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, so here's the funny thing that people love this dress that we put in there. It's taken off of a Gianni Versace dress. And then again, I said turn in the corner with that. But we have lots of fun stuff. And then we came along. Gary, remember this? You edited this book.
Yeah.
The Tomoe series by Dan Mishkin, Jimmy Palmiotti, and Amanda Connor. And this is the 3-issue miniseries that interlaced with the She, the Way, the Warrior series that crossed over and told the Narans, who the enemies brought in by Arashi to find the She killer. It told the She story from their point of view. And it was really interesting.
One of the things that I loved about what you guys did with that was that there was one issue that was both an issue of She and an issue of Tomoe.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing.
Yeah.
I always wondered why people didn't do that. I thought it was great. I love this page.
Yeah, this is the one. This is the introduction of Tomoe. So this is issue number 6, which was She, Way, the Warrior number 6, Tomoe number 1. People still come up to me asking me that they have Tomoe number 0, Tomoe number 3, number 2, and Tomoe number 3. No one has Tomoe number 1. Like, I need a copy of that. I'm like, you got to find it. You got to find it. I don't have any of them. If you find it, let me know because I want one too. But what we did was, and this gave us another cool boost because we made the book and we advertised it as such. And we made the book have the first one cover was the Tomoe cover. The other cover was the She cover. And they were split. And it said Tomoe number 1 and She, the Way, the Warrior number 6. And we didn't send any reprints, any overages. We didn't print any overages. So that boosted everything all up again. Because you usually get to the 5th issue, things may slow down a little bit. No, that just popped it all the way up again. Oh, Senor Sanchez says we're fully funded.
You're fully funded.
Cabron.
Boom.
Look at that.
And Robert Fraga says it's best. Boom. Thank you, guys. Oh, my gosh. And that is in 40 minutes. We did this. We were funded in 40 minutes. Thank you guys so much. We can make this book. And Kickstarter, we're approved. Huzzah.
Perfect.
So let's look here. So we have a lot of fun stuff. We've also got a really cool thing. And he's going to come on the show, I believe, next week or the week after. But we have a special perk, which is the very first ever She, Way of the Warrior official comic book soundtrack by Christopher Caliendo, who is a composer, a big time Hollywood composer, and he made this beautiful score. And there's original art. I'll put that up. This is for the Caliendo thing. That's only $20. That campaign. We have some original art up. This cover right here is She, Way the Warrior number 4 cover. It's the only Way the Warrior cover that I'm going to sell, and it's up there for like $10,000, and that's because I don't want to sell it. So, but if somebody wants to buy it, you can have it. But that's a piece of she history right there. That's Debbie too posing for that. I love her eyes. I reminisce. I don't know, Gary, if it happens to you as well, but I get flashbacks of what a wonderful time in our lives.
Yeah.
And just going out to lunch and, going into Forest Hills for lunching, having meetings and all. And again, getting to a point where we said, heck, we could do whatever we want. And like for the Senryaku book, I wanted to get the best artists in comics. Both yesterday and today, we got George Perez. Again, geez.
Hey, Deb.
Adam Hughes. Hey, Annie. Terry Moore, Jeff Smith. And we're like, but who's going to do the cover for this? And we're like, there is one man that could do the cover. And we're like, Frank Frazetta. So I called Frank Frazetta up. He's like, yeah, I'll do that for you.
Did you know him before that?
No. Oh, I met him at San Diego Comic-Con in 1995. And I think that's when Dave Stevens turned us down to do the cover. And again, he just said he wouldn't have time to do it. He's working on too many things and he would just screw us. So I had met Frank Frazetta. And for some reason, we just hit it off like peas and carrots. He just liked me, Joe Jusko. He met me, Joe Jusko, and my buddy Mark Sasso, who's an amazing painter. And he just loved all of us. And we were just talking in for like 20 minutes, a half hour. And it was so great. It was such an amazing experience in his booth. And then I got his phone number, and we would talk on the phone all the time. And then I called him like, hey, Frank, would you do a cover? He's like, yeah. And then everyone was like, how did you get Frank Frazetta to do a cover? I'm like, I asked. So we had some fun stuff. I know you're tired, honey. But you want to explain what that is? Or do you want me to do it?
That's why you called me up.
No. We have questions being asked. Somebody talked about the slipcase, I think.
We have to look into that.
Yeah, we'll look into that.
It depend. Well,
that'd be a major stretch goal, right?
Yeah, we would have to lessen the number of stretch goals we normally do because that's going to be expensive.
But
it's not impossible.
Slipcases are the bane of printing existence.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. So I'm not going to say no. I'm just going to say it's probably unlikely.
Okay. All right. Well, we also we talked about people want to know about trading cards.
I'm sorry, hold on. But I do promise to look into it. Go ahead. Sorry. Trading cards.
Yeah. Trading card binder.
That's a good idea.
Maybe we look into that so we could launch that for the Sakura book, because that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
I think that's,
we have to think about that.
The great thing is there are, like, Ethan had one in there, and they're in the most recent one. And I think given the trading cards that were already done previously and the ones you guys are doing now, I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, I do too. I don't know anything about them, but I'm sure I could talk to Ethan and he would share information with us.
Yeah. That's a funny story.
And then
I love that one.
Gary, do you remember that when Frank Frazetta called? I'm sorry to interrupt. And Frank Frazetta calls. He's like, hey, Billy, it's Frank. And I'm like, Frank who? And he goes, Frazetta, what the fuck's the matter with you? I'm like, oh, sorry. Because he would just call me to talk about World War II. And we would just talk about World War II and movies and airplanes. And he loved the P-47 Thunderbolt. Hey, Candace, honey. So anyway, so another perk we have here is the She Way of the Warrior Gallery book. It's 48 full color pages of all of your best images from She Way of the Warrior. We'll even be doing things like the pages. Want to give me that page right there with the samurai?
Ow.
That one right there.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, this is the one that we use for the t-shirt.
Yeah, this is also used for the t-shirt. So here's a page from She Way of the Warrior number 2. And we'll throw like this original art. So like a page, we'll have some black and white pages so you can see the art in its purest form, and then some color pages. And we'll, but also covers, panels. We'll grab panels, zoom in on the panels. A lot of fun stuff like that. We're also offering Stephen Peros's and I's the Ashcan edition, which is done, of She Sakura, which is launching in October. That's a 24-page black and white.
October, November.
Okay, October, November.
Depending on when we get these books.
Okay. So we'll have on one page is Steve's script. printed out in script form, and on the facing page will be mine and Gardnio Lima's artwork to show the art without word balloons on it and stuff. And what else? The T-shirt. You want to explain all the hard work you put into that T-shirt, dear?
All the hard work and arguing I did with my husband for that T-shirt.
I should just stay out of this stuff.
It's a great shirt.
It's a completely
Selling very well,
good. A 360-degree fully printed shirt.
So what this is we took the cover of the omnibus and we cut her out. So there's obviously no background and no swords, and we blew that up on a sublimated or sublimation printed shirt and put it over the background of the negative of this page.
I can make it
just the bottom.
There you go.
So it's a square.
Yeah.
So basically just like that. So we flipped that into its negative form and then put the image over it, and then the T-shirt will be cut out from it.
Look at the samurai.
Nice.
So it looks now, and once you see the image and look at the T-shirt again, you can see her and you can see the Death Demon.
There's no whiteout on this page.
You sound
None. And this is Michael Bayer's inks. And I would do the faces. I always did the face because that was the last thing I drew. And I didn't finish a face until I inked it. And then I would give it to him.
Because nobody could ink his faces.
Yeah, I was just tired of like the first She-Way the Warrior #1.
He used to have to replace their faces.
I had, actually She-Way the Warrior #1, that double page spread, which is the poster behind us. The face that is on She's face is the face this face from our print, from our exclusive print. I Xeroxed it, cut it out, and shrank it on there because the inker just did not do a good job on her face and looked nothing like her. So I basically went in and cut and pasted on top of her face. And maybe for the 30th anniversary, we'll do an artist edition of She-Way the Warrior #1, big oversized, 11 by 17. So you could see all that stuff. You could see the glue marks and all. And so anyway, well, guys, let's look where we are. No, not in Kickstarter. Boom, we're over.
Boom.
Awesome. So, guys, Gary, thank you for joining us.
It's good seeing you.
Yes, darling. Love you. Old Bean, great to see you as well. We are going to Nile. Want to tell them where we're going next?
Yep. Yeah. So if you guys want to hang on after we jump off here in 8 minutes, we'll be live with Chuck Dixon and Frank Fosco talking something big.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to go back on later tonight about this?
Yeah, I might. Well, we'll be talking about it during the PopXP show anyway.
Yeah.
But I'd like to come back on, Old Bean, if you're going to be up by 10.
Oh, we're testing out the bugs in our new site. So
site looks gorgeous.
I have spent all day doing that as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. For San Diego Comic-Con, our San Diego Comic-Con specials are being announced tomorrow.
Ooh.
So, yes.
Or we could announce them right now.
Okay,
We can announce them right now. Sure. So we got San Diego Comic-Con specials tomorrow. If you go to BillyTucci.com right now, you can buy them. Should I link to that?
No, you can't.
Oh, you can't. Oh, they still can't buy them? Oh, you can't buy them.
You will be able to tomorrow.
Okay.
We're finishing up a few loose ends and debugging, but
She San Diego.
Tomorrow it'll be fine.
Yep, San Diego Comic-Con Way of the Warrior Gallery exclusive, only $99. Right?
The San Diego exclusive version of that, you're over 11, is I think it's limited to 100.
Okay, what time? Okay, and then we have the She Haikyo sketchbook that we've never done yet.
Right. So we have.
Is that the hand signals for Haikyo?
Yes, that's how you say Haikyo.
Haikyo sketchbook.
That's how you say Haikyo in cave painting.
I thought maybe you were just poorly walking like a
as well as Billy is doing 52 sketch covers.
Yes.
To celebrate the 52nd birthday of
the San Diego Comic-Con.
And then
Jeff Vaughn. And Jeff Vaughn.
We're doing a San Diego print of the cover of the gallery book, the San Diego exclusive gallery book.
Yeah. So
gallery book.
Yep. So please check it out. I guess we go live tomorrow at 12 p.m.
Website launches at 1 p.m. Eastern time.
And then
11 p.m. Pacific time.
Yep. So we'll be
11 a.m. I don't even know what day.
No, 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
If it's 1 p.m.
All
Okay,
right.
it's 11 p.m. 11 a.m. Pacific time.
Okay, great. That's
when
it. That's 1 p.m. our time.
While
Yes.
you all are back time, I'm going to check out.
All right.
Hey, good seeing you, Gary.
Likewise.
3 hours difference.
Until next time.
All right, bye, buddy. Thank you for coming in.
Oh, you're right. It is 2:00.
I know you're right. Oh, I am. 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yes, I am going to be busy with those sketch covers. So that's right. Let's be enough.
Billy, let's just put one more nail in this. 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time.
Yes, 2 p.m. Eastern
Yes,
Daylight.
I was waiting for you to correct that.
I just say daylight savings time. Daylight time.
Daylight time.
You said standard.
Standard, I did.
It's okay.
All right. Well, everyone have a great night. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
We'll be live, right? Please follow us over on the
Thank
pod.
you, everyone.
Yep.
You're all amazing.
Yep.
We're so
It really
appreciative
is.
of you.
It really is a phenomenal group of fans. I mean,
Yeah.
to see
We're
what
so
you guys
lucky.
have done in just
We're really,
an
truly
hour
blessed.
on this and a day on the other campaign, just phenomenal.
Yep.
Yeah.
And speaking of the Rocketeer, Dave Stevens, I'm
Ooh,
doing Mitch's
nice.
Rocketeer. It's almost done.
Wow.
So that came out great. Looks
That's
Or
awesome.
really
Terrificon.
amazing.
It'll be done for
Gentlemen, have a great show. Debbie, hang in there.
All right, everyone.
Trying,
Thank you
I'm
very
trying.
much. Thank you all for
Just real quick, since apparently there were questions I didn't get to answer. If anyone has questions, they can ask them on the Kickstarter messaging board,
Yeah.
and I will be checking in with that in between debugging website issues.
And yep, thank you, Nicholas.
I appreciate that.
And thank you
And
all.
I appreciate you guys.
Yep. Thank you all. We hit our goal in 40 minutes or 45 minutes. Thank you all. Please join us on the PopX. Please stick around.
Yeah.
We're gonna have Chuck Dixon on and Frank Fosco, and we got some really big news coming out. So thank you, everybody. Thank you for supporting us. Peace, love. She's strong.
Right.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
See you guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Hey everyone, thank you for joining us on PopXP. If you haven't already, make sure to click that subscribe button and also click the bell for notifications when we go live and we upload some awesome new content. Also, don't forget to head on over to Twitter and follow us at the PopXP and over on Instagram at the PopXP. Thanks again everyone, and we'll see you soon.